Welcome to Friday the 24th. My costume on. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go to work. I just want to sleep. Okay, my Halloween depression aside, I'm gonna get started with my Cyborg makeup. So my counter color to silver is going to be an electric blue, and so I'm gonna wear this shirt underneath this shirt so that I have that silver blue peek through going on. My bangs, I need these cut. They are touching my eyelashes, but it doesn't matter right now because I'm going to be putting on a bald cap. So bald caps are a pain, and what you don't want to do with these or with a wig is put your hair in a bun. I know that's really common. If you're just doing forward facing stuff, that's fine, but for a full 360 costume, I prefer to take longer hair and put it in a braid and wrap it around. Here we go. We're nice and flat in the back. And again, unless you're doing an alien or predator kind of thing, having a bun is just going to have this sticking out of the back, and it's going to disrupt the illusion. The same for a wig, like you don't have a ball in the back of your head. And when I use a bald cap, I like to use a wig cap too, because my hair is very thick and I have a lot of it. If you have thinner, shorter hair, you might be able to get away with this, but this also acts as an extra barrier for color distorting and whatever. You can get bald caps in different colors. I have the regular bald cap in beige, but you can get them in white, and you can get them in black or red sometimes, but they are more expensive when they're already pre-colored. The white's usually about the same price, but this is just what it looks like, and then you can just paint it. So once this comes on like this, I'm going to put in a few extra bobby pins around this part for a little extra security, especially for some of these loose baby hairs. I like to use really thick bobby pins or hair grips in the back because that's where the weight of my hair is going to come down throughout the day. So just from experience, I know that having some thicker ones and then a few thin ones just along the little edgeways are going to be nice. So I have a couple there. Then we take, this is the whole, this goes all the way down. So we stick this on, and before I go any further with this part, so we have this, you find where you're going to cut around your ears and the extra part of your hairline, but I am also going to take, there it is, glue stick, and I'm going to glue my hair back over here just as a little precaution, because I'm going to be using liquid latex to hold this down. You can use, say, eyelash glue, but liquid latex or Prozade, some kind of a silicone if you're allergic to latex. If you're allergic to latex, you're probably not using a bald cap. If you want to use a silicone-based bald cap, again, those are going to be more expensive, but you know, it's worth it so you don't break out into hives. And I'm also going to, while I'm here, block out my eyebrows. So this is the exact same process. Sorry, I was using my thing for a mirror. Where'd my mirror go? Here it is. Okay. Had it right next to me. And you want to use glue on your eyebrows before you use any kind of a primer or base on your skin. Oops, hit the thing. Because if you don't, it'll make a barrier between the glue and your hair and skin, and then this will not do as good of a job. And it's really just gliding across. We're trying to just flatten the eyebrows across our skin. And this is non-toxic washable glue. It washes out with just soap and water. And As long as you don't start pulling on it too early, you won't have too many issues with that later. And again, liquid latex will pull any hair you have out. So anywhere you would like to maintain having hair, you just want to make sure that those little baby wisps are out of the way. So now we're going to use liquid latex. Do not let liquid latex touch your hair, touch your clothes, touch anything you do not want demolished. Use a cotton swab or a cotton, what are these things called in America? I live here. The Q-tips. There it is. But we're going to glue it down. But this stuff will destroy hair. It will pull hair out. It will ruin any clothes, any brush that it touches. This will ruin liquid latex. So wherever you have it, make sure you have it where it is a hard, flat, non-porous surface. So we glue it down, and this little part is fine that was open. And then we just do it in the back. You do, I promise you, you want to have flexibility in your neck throughout your day, your party, your whatever. Now, if you have a second person to help you, they can get right along the top of the neckline, so this part isn't as much of an issue. I do not have that option, so I work with what I got. Gonna do one more eyebrow layer. A little bit of my white powder. Block down eyebrows. Now I'm going to go in with a primer for the rest of my face. I'm using the Topicals Sealed. Sorry, I'm still using you as my mirror, because my mirror is actually a really up close mirror, so angling it can be difficult when I'm sitting down. So there we go, get it down the neck. Forgot to put the cap on this. That's a problem. Oh, I gotta put a cap on that liquid latex. Hold on. That was so irresponsible of me. Just got done telling all of you, it's be careful with it. Don't let it spill. Leave it just open. So I got liquid latex on this years ago, and it like just forever sits as a very intense stain. And if you try to get it out, I tried to do this with another shirt, it just makes a hole because it eats the fabric. I'm going to use Graftobian's powder metal in silver, and you add a little water to this and it turns into a paintable thing, but you want to get it nice and mixed, and just do a little bit at a time, and then you just start painting. But yeah, so this is how you do this. This is layer 1. Make sure you get it in the ears. And we're just gonna cover the face. So, and from here you can decide just to outline your face and just leave your face neutral and just have the rest of it be robotic. You can just go crazy like this. The best part about Halloween makeup is that there aren't rules. It's just you doing a makeup thing. So, and I'll be back when I'm all set to do the details. Also, this stuff gets everywhere. My friends don't even know what I am yet. They haven't seen me. And my coworkers, and they already hate me. I can sense the hate they have for me. And now we get to have some fun with some details. So this is what I left open. You can choose to use a liquid liner, or I am going to just use some Mayron black paint to make some details and some blue, which I'm actually going to put around the eyes that I left open. And I can do one here, this, over here, and it's go crazy. Again, fine. But Cyborg are half human. These are Kobe liners. That was the blue one. Now for some black detail. I took my eyeliner and made some lines going straight across around the eye, just so that it has a little bit more definition. So now I'm going to use like some nail art and some eyelash glue, and I'm just going to put some jewels down that I will paint silver. Bolted, I painted my earrings that have like little gears on them, and I put them in various places. Again, along my neck, have a couple bolts on my face, and I also did the best I could to get some gears back here. That way, it's like that area is mostly where the gears and the mechanical stuff, and then the circuitry is all up here. And then for my final little addition, okay, so I actually ripped my other red contact and had to order another set, but it worked out for this because I put the one red eye in the more robotic part. I made some adjustments because it's makeup. If you don't like how something looks, you can just wipe it away. So that's great. I added some bright blue turquoise lipstick that I already owned. And yeah, there we go. That is my cyborg look for today. This makes me happy. I was depressed earlier, but now I'm much better.